Morning, David.
Good morning, Greg.
How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Um, well, that's really good. Today is the Patreon live stream. I don't have echo effect.
Yeah,
Um,
that's okay.
but if you are a Patreon and you want to get on the live stream, check the
We should,
Discord
and I also put it on Patreon, so we
and
have
Patreon.
both links all set up and ready to go.
Yeah,
So
come join us. One
yes.
of us. One of us.
So yeah, we are again monthly live stream with Patreon, and David's all over the place, and
I keep clicking the buttons. You know how I click buttons, and I should really do what we said in our OBS training and lock the sources.
oh, probably it's probably a good idea. But we really should do some stuff and things, and I do have some like stuff to talk about in case no one wants to join us. Maybe Ray will join us, maybe someone
Well,
else, maybe
the
Steak, who knows.
I mean,
Dominic's sick, so he's not going to join us.
train bugs. I tell you, that's like at the conference flu, right? Like
Right, exactly.
I don't know how many people were sick from the last two we came back from, but nobody comes back, or at least somebody's comes back
Yeah,
sick.
one
That's
person gets infected. So
yeah.
yeah.
So Dominic was the lucky one. Sorry for you.
Well, feel better, Dom. So yeah.
Boo, sick.
Alrighty. Do you have the thing?
I have many things, but I think you're referring to this particular thing, so I will do this thing.
I would like to thank these wonderful people held at the tree supports level and everyone else on this list for helping us out. It's what makes this stream possible. So thank you so much. If you would like to become a Patreon, you can go to patreon.com/3D Make It, and you get lots of perks like our wonderful Discord and whatnot. So yeah, and we happen to have one of our Patreons that just showed up. Let's see if we get audio. Dominic.
Can you hear me?
Oh, oh, I
Oh,
Oh
can
yeah,
hear you.
oh.
yeah,
Oh, there we
That's
go.
excellent. How
yeah.
you doing?
Hello.
Hey, it's actually working
I'm
from my iPad.
well, yeah, it's there's a little delay, but it's not too bad. It's
Yep.
good to have you here. We haven't had you on in a
Need
while.
it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm on an iPad, which is uh, it's exceptional that it can actually work.
Well, it's working pretty good,
Yeah.
so that's all
Yeah.
right. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, this new software, it's pretty flexible. You can use iPads. You can do live streams from a number of things, and it's all thanks to our patrons that we have the the new software. So we want to. It's great. And that we can have you guys on. I even played around with the podcast side of it.
Mhm.
I'm just editing up. It's it's actually pretty good. It does transcripts, so
Ooh.
it actually put just transcripts the whole thing, and then you can go through it, and you can jump to sections. And if they got, let's say, the translation or the subtexting wrong, you can edit it and whatnot. So it's quite cool. So we might be able to start putting. I was just playing with that piece, but we might be able to put subtitles on our live streams as a possibility.
Boy howdy.
So
Boy howdy. I
yeah,
don't know if they'd be able to understand us though, because like I mumble a lot, you know, a lot, a lot.
Da- darn Ray, what did you do? Did you broke your leg?
They
Oh
did
my
what now?
goodness!
I can't get to the printer room right now. Do you need me to
Yes.
come carry you up the stairs? Because I would do that for you.
Except then you'd both go down the stairs and then you'd both be broken.
It'd be a bodyguard situation though, because we'd have to play some Whitney Houston as you went up.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, Ray has hurt himself. So
Mhm.
but
I mean,
Ray, if you've got an iPad, you can join like
yeah.
Dominic and you can still join. Or your phone. You could join on your phone, right from your comfy chair. Just click the link and you should be able to join on your phone if you want. So it was that easy, wasn't it, Dominic?
Yeah, yeah, it
Hmm.
just went right in. I had to reboot my headphones to get them to connect because otherwise it was using the speaker.
Right. But that
But now
great.
it's connected with the headphones, so it's good.
Excellent. Excellent. Um we also have one more thing to show. So I'm just going to do this now. The Great Holiday Design Off is coming to an end soon, sponsored by Spool 3D. Derek was kind enough to offer up two $50 gift card as prizes. Spool will ship anywhere in the world. And so if you want to enter, contest closes December 14th. But if you can get your prints in by tomorrow, we can work on getting them printed and whatnot. But we need, come on, guys, your chances are really good to win. So come on, get your bauble or tchotchke in as soon as possible, and you can have a chance at these lovely prizes. So, and Dominic, you won last year, right? I think.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
one of the two winners.
yeah, yeah. I think who was the other winner? Was it Stig last year? Was it Stig and
Oh,
Dominic?
I thought
Or was
Helge
it
I
maybe.
Helge
can't
and
remember.
Dominic?
I don't know. It was a year ago, and that's like might as well be like when the dinosaurs were around for
Yeah, we
me.
should probably actually have like on
Yeah.
our thing who the winners were. I bet you if we go back to our show notes, it'll say who the winners are. That's why we have show notes. We can do that kind of thing. But that would
I
that would
mean, yeah,
that would make us have to actually go back and look.
like responsible adults. I don't. No, I can't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That's too much.
Yeah.
Too much. Too much. But
Severed a tendon in his ankle. Yikes.
that's gross, man.
That's not good. It's not good.
Actually, one of my friends, too, was saying their dad fell down on a walk and like broke his femur. And I'm like, man, that must have been some fall. But I'm hoping for quick
Sometimes,
recoveries for everybody here.
yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
I don't know. My chat's disconnected and everything. I don't know what's going on, kids.
I got chat. No
I'll
one's
have
really being that chatty.
Well, no, like it says in the bubble, you have been signed out from another window. And I'm like, but I want to chat with people, you know. It's not making it easy. Um, so there's a few things that I don't know, like I kind of like to talk about a little bit, and like I don't
Sure.
know, it's Christmas is coming and the holiday season. Like Greg mentioned, there's a
Hey,
giveaway
Gary,
tomorrow. But
enter
and
the
then
contest, Gary.
maybe and Dominic, I don't know, maybe you do some of this already, but um we talk a lot about 3D printers as presents, printing gifts. We talked about that on a stream the other day too. But there's the other things to do, believe it or not, on I know it's scary, but there's other things out there that you could use with your 3D printer to give away as interesting projects. So let's just I'm just gonna go to a screen share here just to show you the um that is a screen share of Discord. See, join Discord. Look, things happen. Okay. Um There we go. I never know which screen's actually shared until I do it, which is great. So Thingiverse, as you know, is a place that we you can go and do things and grab bottles. But I don't know. Have you seen these microbit things here before, Dominic? Or anybody in the chat? Really? Have you guys heard of microbits? I'll have my chat open.
No, I had
Okay.
Well,
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 like,
they're they're kind of cool. A lot of schools use them.
well, it's not just schools. So I mean, they get introduced in schools like with, I guess the acronym is STEAM now, but like, um, you can see there's different like models. Like some of them are just holders for a microbit, and microbits are basically microcomputers. So, along the same vein of like a Arduino or a Raspberry Pi, but they come in this small form factor. And but you can see like there's lots of projects for robotics with these little microbits, and the cool thing is you can make the microbits do anything you want. So like from the simple stuff to more complicated. So you can see like this guy here. um this is actually a microbit project that just makes like a heart on the screen right now, and then they made it look like a little face. So like that's kind of like an easier project, and then you can
Mhm.
get a little more advanced with what you do, and then you can make robots. So this one has 3D printed platform pieces
And some Lego.
along with Lego, and like, and then they're summarized nice. All the parts are usually in the description if you have to order extra parts, but a lot
Great,
of them are
great
just,
Christmas gift idea.
yeah, so like you can get involved. Oftentimes, like, and we talk about it a lot on the stream too, but like we talk firmwares, so like Marlon, you need like a C to kind of go through and compile your Marlin stuff. Um, or Clipper uses those reference files. So, but these microbits, they do have their own development studio, and you can just compile and send right over the wire, like in a web browser or with an IDE. So, microbits are like a cool project, and you can see like here's a flower, like, so somebody took the light ring. And I don't know which light ring. Adafruit makes a light ring, but it's probably just any old light ring. Yeah, this one is the Grove that you want, and then they've made like a flower pot controlled by the microbit.
So
Um,
it probably detects whether it's wet or not, and then
yeah, moisture
if it's
level.
red, it's red. Feed me.
Great for the people that are like me and kill every single plant they see. um,
Well,
but like
and it uses what scratch. It's like Scratch type programming. Like
it
there used
is,
to be
yeah.
a software called Scratch. I can't remember. It was like
MIT
MIT
made it.
or
Yeah.
something like that made it,
So
and
it's
yeah,
a drag and drop kind of
you can build loops
situation.
and all the standard programmy kind of stuff.
Yeah. Now they are um
was saying this would probably be something good for him.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, exactly.
mhm,
For any kids, I can't remember how old your grandson is, but yeah,
Well,
they're how old?
my grandson's getting a little old now. I think he's 14.
mm,
Yeah, well,
But
my
uh,
my daughter's
I bought him I bought
oh,
STEM kit. He uses you build a theremin.
you're
And,
unfortunately you're breaking up
see
kind
how
of
that
bad.
goes.
Oh, there you are. You're clear now.
yeah, it's weird.
Oh,
We get you clear and then not. But like here's kind of, so Dominic's on an iPad right now, and this is what it looks like on an iPad to program for your Scratch. So you can use straight up like programming language, but yeah, like if you're if kiddo's a little younger, so like if they're maybe like, let's say below the 10 years old or so, you can still drag and drop the program pieces in and get it to work that way. There's lots of resources for them, but they're a cool little robotic project that you can get rolling quite easily Christmas morning, honestly. And like I have fun playing with these.
Yeah, my daughter's 16, and she would still be into this kind of thing too.
But you can see that like there's lots of different editors. They actually have one that you can download. Um let's see here. And this is like the online one. So you can see as you go through, the Python editor starts to take you through actual programming. Not like a super deep dive, but enough to kind of like get you through, and then it gives you reference projects that you can drag and drop and line in with the Python. I mean, obviously you could break it pretty good too. Like, let's just put this like, here. Who knows what it's gonna do? So you still have to have some sort of plan, but it's kind of cool. And then like there's a whole resource page of what can I do with this thing.
Respond to
So
audio, respond to buttons, all that kind of
mhm.
stuff.
So it's one of those things that yes, Lee, that's fine. I don't need to save. There's lots of resources on Thingiverse and like Yegi, and your favorite printables has some as well if you're into printables. So lots of resources. You'd probably have to like order today if you're doing it for like a gift, but like you can even do little battle bots and have a little, play. Most of the things you're gonna find will say school lesson, because yeah, they primarily they're set up as like the school for school projects and such. So it's there. Now I'm planning my screen share better because no, I'll bring chat up so I can see. So if you ever work with microcontrollers, or wanted to get into it too, it's an easy way for like even like an adult to jump in and have some fun.
Yeah,
Um,
and there's this is a good intro. And my daughters really love soldering and whatnot, so she wants the kits where she's actually making a radio or making something else and soldering it up and whatnot. So that's the kind of thing that she wants. So yeah. Um, other than that, I found. Oh, there you go.
I bought this a while back, and I still haven't given it to my grandson because
oh
The
I don't know
Arduino
if he's
starter
going to be
kit.
able to.
yeah,
Yeah,
those
Those
are
are
cool
good,
yeah,
man.
too.
it's got all. This is everything.
Hey, your Christmas is ready to go for him. So
Wrap
as long as he
and
doesn't
Yeah,
watch the stream, yeah, he doesn't know what he's getting.
yeah, no,
that's right. That's right.
that's right.
um,
Oh,
I had a couple of news items that I found that I thought might be relevant. It because I know we have a couple of bamboo users out there, but E3D has. Let's see if it'll let me. Ooh, they worked this time. It didn't crash the stream. E3D has announced that they are going to have a high flow obsidian nozzle for the Bamboo Labs. So if anyone's out there and whatnot, because originally we didn't know how closed the environment would be with bamboo because they were so new. But now they've partnered with some of the larger vendors and whatnot. So um, and Spool 3D sponsored now sells bamboo. So that's another thing you could purchase with your lovely gift if you join our contest. So yeah, so I thought this was kind of interesting that they've partnered with them. And I mean, E3D, everyone knows E3D. They've been around for a long time making hot ends and whatnot. So I thought this was pretty relevant to what's happening today. So yeah, what are your thoughts, David? Did you think that Bamboo was going to start opening themselves up to third party pieces?
um, So I don't think many manufacturers have a choice. Like if somebody else wants to make something for your printer, they're gonna do it. But like
Well,
I don't
well,
think like I don't know if it's like a completely open platform, but
no,
like
no,
I
but
think their idea was always to have
like their
um
firmware is not going to be open.
yeah, but like the hardware as a platform, I think was always kind of on the roadmap for them. But that's it's good to see that E3D is still trying to innovate in that space for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I thought that was
Has Bamboo ever gotten away from requiring that you connect to their service?
Well, you don't actually have to connect to
But then you
Bamboo.
lose functionality.
Yeah, that's the
um
thing.
I
You
don't
don't
know
have
how
some
much
of the cloud function, but
Ray would be the best person because he has a bamboo. Uh Ray, when you work with your bamboo, if you don't use the if you're offline, do you lose some functionality now, or is it full function when you print with the bamboo now? He's the best guy to ask because he has one. So
well, I mean, Bamboo Slicer is offline, right? So as long as you're plugged in, that'll work. The obviously the print over the air feature would go away.
yeah, that's true.
So it's one of those
I think
like
you can
what
print
was the
from
other
SD
printer
card, can't
brand?
you?
I'm not 100% sure, but there's another one like this that's like, yeah, we print over the air or not. I think maybe it was Raise 3D.
Yeah.
Um,
But what about the LiDAR functions, and all that?
I think that's part of the firmware. So that
mm,
as long as it would be kind of like when you slice something for and you have a BL touch and you have the G1029 G code in there and whatnot, right? I when you oh here, yes, if you're not connected to the handy app, then you do lose some functions. Okay, so Ray says you do lose some functionality. So Ray, can you elaborate, like is there a specific function that you can like let us know that you lose, because that'd be kind of interesting. But yeah, I mean, you would think that a lot of it, like like the lidar and whatnot, would be built in when you slice into the G code somehow. But
well, like the
I
things
don't know
that
that.
they like, so there is an FAQ on their website about this as well, but like a lot of the offline features include like plugin verification, health checks, that kind of stuff if
Yeah,
you're offline. So I and it's funny, this is the one guy that made the FAQ section here. He's like, so it's really a security risk to stay offline. I'm like, is it? Because if it's offline in a bubble, there's no security risk. If it's not on your network at all, and you're just putting an SD card in, and then like
right.
unless for some reason Bamboo's
But
set their printer
but
up
if
to
there's a
like,
security firmware issue and whatnot, you
well, you're
know,
not getting
you're
firmware
not going to
updates
get
for sure.
updates and stuff. So
Yeah. So like
stuff like,
it's
okay, yeah, camera, Wi-Fi, and other stuff you don't use, but that's the worst. You can only have one user at a time logged into that on the app. So there you go.
yeah.
So
I
yeah, that makes sense. The camera, like,
yeah.
yeah, and
Of
Wi-Fi,
course, right?
yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely things like
I don't think critical printing functionality would be lost, right?
no. And I think that it's that's too dark. I'm not gonna do that on live streams. I think that it would be the same as like if you had your Ender 3 hooked to your Raspberry Pi and you were doing Octoprint. If you didn't have Octoprint, you can't use all those features in Octoprint, the online printing, the monitoring, and that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but you can be on a private network. You don't have to be on the internet.
Well, that's just it, right? You
It's
could make
true.
an ad hoc or something at
But
home, and
if their app, for example, that you view the camera with needs
Mhm.
to be online and you're on a private network, then that wouldn't work, right? Because it
Yeah,
might
all
require
depends.
authentication to their server.
It
So
would yeah, and like I just said too, like yeah, you can use the SD card, and the SD card on the Bamboo Lab can be up to 2 terabytes. So that's a lot of benchies you could load. Just remember rename them Benchy 1, Benchy 2, Benchy 3, Benchy 4.
yeah.
Mhm. So but yeah, like I imagine it like most printers in my house are all online, right, with Octoprint. So then I do have to be careful. Yeah, and I actually saw that article too, Ray. They did have a rather large breach of data and personal information, and which included network information and stuff like that for people um, off of their network. And then they came out with the app, and that hardened it a bit. Showed an IO. You could just go on and find bamboo printers and be like, "Ooh, that's mine now. I want to use that." Which, depending on where you sit on the ethical grayscale, that could be
Yeah.
your bag. I don't know, but
This print a little thing you've been hacked.
dear printer
Or,
user,
or maybe Creality would find all band further.
Yeah, well, someone would anyway, for sure. Oh, did we lose you? Oh man.
oh no,
Hopefully he can reconnect.
yeah. The only thing I don't like about this platform, Greg,
Mm-hmm.
this is not a 3D printing thing at the moment. This is the streaming thing. This is the
Well,
lack of music that we can't play. Oh.
well, I guess if I had the music, I could probably add that because I think there's a way to add it.
And yeah,
But
it's new to us guys, and we're still learning how to use it, but it does work pretty good. So,
yeah,
oh,
Dominic's
there's
back. He's sideways, but he's back.
he's back. Guess who's back? That's
Uh,
great.
yeah, well, we'll have to figure that stuff out. And then as you can see, I threw on a banner on the bottom,
Uh
so
oh,
everyone can know that the contest is ending soon. Enter now.
guys, for real talk. Okay, real talk here. You should jump online, go to our website, 3dmakeit.ca, and when you're
While you're
there,
watching, open
yeah,
Tinkercad.
and then
Make
open
a
Tinkercad.
couple balls and couple squares and stick them together and maybe put your initials on them and submit them. That's your entry. That's it.
and
That's
and
all you got to
then
do.
submit it to 3D Make It at info at 3D Make It. All the rules for the contest are there. I'm thinking, I just wanted to be sure. So like tomorrow's the cutoff if we're gonna be able to print it, but
Yeah.
if you
14th
have to
is
the
the last
14th,
day.
yeah.
So
So you
get
have
in here,
like
guys.
4 days, which is Thursday, because we're really
Come
gracious.
on, Gary. You want that gift card. Come on.
Is this Spool 3D gift card? They kindly
I don't know if
sponsor.
Ray can win because he works there.
No, don't just don't tell anybody. It's fine. Shh. Um, so I did have another kind of uh and Dominic kind of showed it too. But like I don't know if people have worked with so it's on the same vein as microbit, but we separated a little bit. But like the other idea would be Adafruit.
Yep.
So this is their website. Adafruit is so good.
Here, just hold on. I'm
Um
going to highlight you. There you
I've been
go.
highlighted. So, but Adafruit, they're kind of an interesting thing because Adafruit's bread and butter is more on the Raspberry Pi and Arduino side. So, if you're looking for gifts, like if, for example, you have a box like Dominic had that had a Nudo, you can do that. But like they have all sorts of playgrounds and projects. They have uh, many NeoPixel projects. So
Yeah. If you like
yeah,
lighting stuff up, It's
Yeah.
fun.
And it's like instant results too, right? So you can use their little LED screens now, the NeoPixels, the
That
they
little
do.
round one is kind of neat.
Yeah, this is a new one. They actually have a watch project for it. Or you have like so like it's kind of funny, but like we kind of have devices around our area that can like smell smoke and or other things that you might smoke, or you know uh judge the air quality. Well, Adafruit is for you because you can buy all these sensors from these guys too. So if you wanted to build like a project and just buy some sensors, but you could see they have a large amount of different kind of like offerings for like Raspberry Pis. There's the NeoPixels, the robotics, CNC, right? So there's lots. They sell all the gearboxes. So really, you could buy a kit or make your own kit and
Build a robot.
build a robot, build a gaming controller. Again, there's lots of resources towards the like Arduino projects you can do with um, Adafruit on
Hmm.
Thingiverse. They do have. They used to. Hold on, I gotta scroll up. They used to have like was in the Learn maybe. They do have projects that are like yeah. See, so you can make like a fireplace. Make it
Raymond says
cozy.
it kind of reminds him of the like Kinomi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good uh, comparison there. Yeah, it definitely it's reminisce. But like just so many different projects on here. And again, Python, C, or you can use something like that drag and drop editor. So Visual Studio Code is where you would go, and all of these projects, like you can see, they have like makers in mind. So this one's a wheel, but like you can tell that all the parts are 3D printed here. So it's kind of it's an adjacent way, another adjacent way to get your involvement. Um, and again, like it's a Christmas idea, but adults can play with them too. I like playing with NeoPixels. I think they're rather they're rather fun.
Um,
How do I?
Dominic posted a thing for Hackaday where they here I'll share this tab, and so this so he shared it's a 3D printed your way to modular MIDI play set, so you can have
Mm-hmm,
your own little MIDI player
mm-hmm,
here, and they have a whole bunch of like different ones here, all using looks like a little Arduino
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Like they have like it's a whole system,
Yeah, it's a whole MIDI, and then I love the little the graphics display. Those are the best
right?
part. That's the best part of the MIDI controller when you push it
But
and everything
yeah, it's
goes.
got little pots on here and buttons and switchers and like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
Right. And
Yeah,
so like these projects, project stuff, like if you have a Raspberry Pi Zero or a Pico, kicking around, there's nothing that says you don't have enough to start a project right now. But like to build a robot, you kind of want to write you want the right motor or that kind of stuff. And so like those sites are where you can pick up those little extra pieces, as it were. Because I don't know about you, Greg, but I don't have too many servo motors kicking around other than 3D printers, right? So
right.
it's
I got maybe a couple.
well, like the yellow ones.
I've got a few different. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. I inherited an old robotics kit, and so I've got
Oh
like
yeah, that's right.
servos, and
Okay.
I got a number of different things, and Ronan has fun with that kind of stuff. So
All right, everybody, we're going to Greg's basement to build robots. Just kidding. Just kidding. So the all of those things still, like I looked on Amazon yesterday at the Neo Pixel stuff, and you can get them from almost any brand too. Like Big Tree Tech sells Neo Pixels if you really wanted to. So well, yeah, okay, Ray has that makes sense because you have RC stuff.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
he's a big RC. He was
Yeah.
he. I don't know if you still are, but he was big into RCs building, and I think you 3D printed a bunch of parts for your RCs, didn't you, Ray? So yeah,
So the it's not too late. You can get those sweet little robot gifts. Just remember to have probably batteries handy and like um, the software is readily available. So there's Christmas time. I guess you can call it like North American holiday break. And probably Europe too, I imagine. But like stuff actually kind of slows down right now, eh, Greg? It's like when you
yeah.
look at like
Releases of stuff slow down, and then yeah, you
new
won't hear.
printers.
Even it's right after Christmas. It's CES, so all the consumer electronic stuff
Mhm.
hits, and you get bombarded with this is future stuff coming out that and then may never come out.
Yeah.
So
Check out this foldable wristwatch that's a phone. Where did it go? Who knows? Who
yeah,
knows?
typically all the stuff was launched in like September for the Christmas season, and then they launch announce stuff at CES, and then if it does launch, it launches in March. So it's kind
Mhm.
of like they have the twice a year big launches, and then summer is another lull, right?
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like right now we stagnate. I mean, we just had our releases of like Sicer and I think Kira just did one not long ago. So the next big ones for those are usually like March-ish.
Yeah, well,
And like
they'll
you'll see,
patch in this and that.
yeah.
Like I was looking on my feeder, and I mean, there's been compatibility updates to Marlin, just so that you can compile on platform IO6,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
but there hasn't been any really change other than the i9 was updated so that it can compile nicely,
yeah.
that sort of thing. So they're and I haven't seen much else. Like it's December. People are ready for a break,
Yeah.
chilling, maybe a little eggnog if you're into that, and or some spiced rum, whatever. Yeah.
And along the vein of everybody wants a break, so do we. So just gonna say it out loud here so we remember everybody. Next week, Sunday is like we announced the winners of the contests, and then on the 24th and 31st there will be no live streams, and that might carry on till the 7th because actually we're off.
It, it it all
Still,
it'll all
so
depend if we get something cool and we want to show it off, we might do our own live stream. We'll see.
well, I
But
got something cool right now happening right after the stream, son.
well, there you go.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
But one last reminder,
Mhm.
guys and gals, anyone out there, if you
People.
want to win one of two $50 gift cards from Spool 3D, you can just send us your entry. It can be a little cube with your initials on it. Doesn't matter. Anyone, we made this as easy as possible for you guys to enter. So Gary, come on, get in there.
He's calling people out now. Don't don't pressure them, you
Dominic,
know.
you can win more than 1 year in a row. So
Well,
we're
yeah, you could win
yeah,
every year in a row,
right,
you know.
right.
Like
Stig, any of our patrons, get in there and get your entry in. Hilge, Come on. Um,
You
it's
don't need
it's
to mention everybody's name.
why
They
not?
know. They
Call them
know who
out.
they are.
But come on, get your entry in. Info at 3D Make It. We will announce the winners December 17th. So
Hmm.
don't forget to enter. Um, yeah.
Got it.
And
I
and we got to thank some other people though.
won't forget to enter.
Are you go- are we hey, we could do a dueling design off.
Nope, I'm done. Bobble.
Uh
Done.
there. See? Except that's multiple items. You got to make
Hold
a
on.
solid
Hold
batch.
on. Oh, I got you.
See, look at how easy this is. We're showing you how easy it is to make.
Let's put it there, and then we'll shrink the top a little bit, and then we'll move this up. Whoop, up, up, up. And then I'm just gonna whoop, up, 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 up. And then, entry done.
Done. See?
Okay, it's
Now
kind of
now
now done.
if he qualified, he could win a $50 gift card. Look at how that took him what?
Well,
Less than 30 seconds. And you could win yourself $50. Like
right?
how easy is that? And then
You
you
might
just
say, man, that's
and
cheating. No, no,
but
let me show
how do
you.
you save it, David, so that you can submit it? How would you save it?
Export.
All right. A-
Boom.
And then
And then
as an
submit it.
STL, it would be work, and away you go.
If you wanted to get really complicated, you could save it in Fusion and then re-export it, but don't do that. Don't do that. Look,
If you
we
want
can
to
even
use Fusion, you could.
there. Look,
Well, not,
see?
see, it's even better.
Whoa. Whoa, guys.
Now,
Like
is it too big though? Do we have to
uh,
disqualify you?
no, it's 150 by 150 now. See? Perfect.
Excellent.
And that is the Fusion or the Tinkercad demo. Here's
So
the
so
people that we have to thank though. Thank you, people. We
thank you,
appreciate
Hilge, up
you.
at tree support level, and everyone else on this list. We appreciate everything you guys do, and it helps us do this stream and allows us to have this wonderful new software too. So thank you so much.
Yeah, works great. We're happy with it. Next time, hopefully, we can get more people. Although Ray might be down for a little bit. Sorry, buddy. That's
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a WCB claim, or maybe hopefully it is. I'm not sure. But
and they're like, no,
but David, we can't see
what?
your lovely face anymore.
That's fine. Where's the issue in that? Okay, fine. Fine. So as you guys know, no dog walking claim. No,
No, that's not
um.
good.
So as you may or may not know, this background's not real. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What? You've been lying to us that you're in this
This is
giant studio this whole
yeah.
time?
This is fake. Okay. Now, I don't mean to call myself out on it, but I'm going to. But I would like to open up the opportunity for you guys to set the backgrounds.
Uh-oh.
So if you
hey,
remember,
we could do Inception. You can put me in your background.
oh my goodness, it could be Greg and Greg watching. So if you're a member of Patreon and you have ideas for the background, just pop the links to the images in there, and I will
Have to be safe for
happily.
work, guys.
Well, obviously we can filter them, but I would happily look at them. This one's I think it was Stable Diffusion 2 that I generated this one with. So but yeah, if you have images that you think would be funny or professional, professional, send them over on Patreon and we'll take a look and we'll rotate the background next year. It'll be a thing. There's a way that I can hook that feature into Streamlabs too, so we might be able
Gary,
to do
work
that.
on it today. You could get it in, and then we could print it.
Gary's gonna get it in, you know. It's and like it's not long, obviously. You can do it in like very little time. I think Held made a Christmas tree thing once, and
Yep.
that's pretty. Yeah, Greg still has it, right?
And it
So
has a little LED light in the bottom, and
yeah.
the battery's dead. So
No, well, that's less good, but that's more your fault than. Wow,
I do have a new.
that's loud.
Uh, I think this one's dead too. Apparently.
Man, dollar store
Oh,
lights.
aha!
Whoa.
It lit up.
Oh, nice. Now
So,
we can
so
make
now
make it
now I,
festive.
there. See?
Whoa. So if you
Uh-huh.
make something like this, but not that, because we'll know, you too could win the great contest of 2023 still for a while. So, um, the maybe the last thing that we'll talk about is the SD card from last week finished about 20 minutes after the stream. Yay!
Yay!
So we do have I mean it's in there. You can't really see it, but it's in
But
there.
we're
We,
ready to go for January.
yeah. So we're going to start back with after the flash. So if you're watching this and you're like, huh, what? Go watch last stream. Towards the end, we did a flash on an SD card for
Getting it prepped
Clipper.
for main sale. That's right.
Yes, and I mean, there's lots of options you can follow around with. I will say that mainsail, fluid, and octoprint all work with the commands that are in the instructions for installation on Clipper. So
Yeah.
if you're using something, one of those three, you're going to be able to follow along. And I would
And
encourage you to follow along.
yeah, and if you have a specific board, for example, like if you had like an whatever board, a
It's just a
lot
guy
of
with 100
times
boards.
the manufacturers will have on their website a guide to follow to
Mhm.
do Clipper. So that can be helpful because in Clipper you do have to specify a couple pieces to make the firmware work
Yeah.
with your processor. So, and David will be going through that with whichever board he chooses to use.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, and then that will help you. So if you are using something or you buy a board specifically for this because you want to get it going, just remember that there's always good references online on GitHub and whatnot
Mm-hmm.
for your specific board.
Yeah.
But we will just kind of do the generic overview so that hopefully it will help everyone maybe start using Clipper.
Yep. And I think the board, it's either SKR 1.3 or 1.4. I can't remember which.
Or do you want a different board to
Oh
try?
yeah, Greg has a few boards, guys.
I have a problem.
He went through a phase and he bought every board on the planet.
Well, not every board, but
he has a few choices.
we got this one. We got the spider. Oh, what is this one? Oh yeah, we got.
He's got so many boards. He
We
doesn't know
got.
which board he's looking at. The rep wrap.
This is the
Rough.
This is the IDEX one.
Yeah.
So I've got a few, David. If you want to.
Well, we may do that. But so that's kind of the plan after January. So if, like I said, if you didn't see last week's where we flashed the firmware, we didn't go through it this week, and we won't be going through it until next year. So you have time to watch last week's video to see how to flash the card, and then we'll move forward in January. Yeah, January.
Yeah.
So feel free to check out last week's video, and I might try to cut it up a bit into like a main channel video this week, or I might just re-record it. It's not that long of a process.
Yeah, it's probably an easy enough to just re-record.
Yeah. You know what? Yes, we're gonna finish it.
You mean we're gonna start it?
No,
I like
finish.
Ray. I like Ray. Sweet. Are we going to finish or start the project? Yes, that's a great idea.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. But first, we're gonna do Clipper, and then we're gonna do because actually Clipper can make your life easier for IDEX. Not that Marlin is too crazy hard, but Clipper does it a little bit easier, shall we say? So we'll compare the two though.
It's just different.
I'm gonna bring up the thing one more time here. I heard boop boop. Is that to me?
No, it's just
Yeah, it was. It was to the thing.
it's to the Discord.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a picture. If you're in the Discord, you see the picture. Just saying. Um, so again, I'm gonna push the button, do it one more time right now, and then you know how to join. So again, thanks to our Patreons, Held Up Tree Support, but everybody on this list, you're super important to us, and we appreciate your support, and you make the wheels go around. If you wanted to join the Discord, or there's other features that will come soon. It's patreon.com/3dmakeit, or you can go to www.3dmakeit.ca, which is in the ticker, I think, that Greg has on the bottom of the
Well,
screen.
yeah, and don't
So,
forget the contest, of course.
yes.
And
And that's again, see, it says right there, it's going right now. Quick, everybody look, December 14th. Everybody, it's going away.
great
It's almost there.
holiday design off.
Hey, can you make another ticker that goes the other way?
Well, I
I'll
can
put
do
it
a
right.
number of things with the ticker. Like I can put it on top.
No, we need two, but they
I
have to
can
go
reverse the
opposite way.
direction.
Yeah, that one hurts my brain though. That one makes no sense. That makes sense because we read left to right. There's a lot of things we can do with it. It's funny. So, we're getting close to wrapping up here, but follow along on Patreon. You can see what's up. But until next week, when we announce the grand prize winners of the Spool 3D sponsored contest, we'll bid you adieu. I hope you all have a wonderful week.
Yeah. Have a wonderful week, and don't forget when we do our live chats. If you're on a Patreon member, you can join us live, unless you've like wrecked your tendon.
Yeah. And it was great to see Dominic on the stream today. Thanks for popping in, even though you're a little under weather. But he proved it can be done on an iPad. So there you go.
Yeah. So, like, if you have an iPhone or an Android phone or whatever, and you want to join us, if you're on Patreon, you can join us. And
can I join on my Apple Watch?
Sure. I'd like to see you try. I don't. We might get audio, but I don't know. I don't think it has a camera. So
it might. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys, and thank you for the kind words at the end of the stream. We sure appreciate that too. So
and we'll see if my ending of the stream works. I have a outro now.
Okay, I'm gonna keep waving, and then if you just see me waving, it didn't work.
Bye.
Goodbye.